continue our Cooking with Amy series brought to you by Michigan Sugar. And we have a very special guest with us today, the president and CEO of Michigan Sugar. We've got Mark Flegenheimer with us, and I am so happy to have you here and to share some of your baking expertise with us.
Well, I don't know about expertise. I just like to bake and utilize sugar. Thanks for having me, Amy.
Yeah, I'm really excited to hear more of your story as we make your dish. And now you picked something that is a perfect seasonal selection for Michigan, right, Mark?
Yeah, I love using what's in season, and peaches are in season now, Red Haven peaches, so we're gonna make a real simple peach cobbler. Started out slicing and peeling 4 cups of Red Haven peaches, put them on the stove with 3/4 cup of Pioneer sugar. So that's cooked. And now we're gonna make the batter that goes with it. 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of Pioneer sugar.
Beautiful, there it is.
A tablespoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of salt. Mix that up real quick.
One thing I think a lot of people don't think about is how important salt is when you're baking something sweet to really balance out the sugar, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And then, it's a really simple batter, and then just add 3/4 cup of whole milk.
Okay.
I also threw in the oven 8x8 pan with a stick of butter, unsalted butter, using Land O'Lakes butter, which is kind of fun. They're also a grower-owned co-op like Michigan Sugar is.
So, oh, they are. I didn't know that.
Love to support grower-owned co-ops whenever we can.
Absolutely. And for those who don't know, explain how Michigan Sugar is grower-owned and that you guys have over 900 farming families that you work with.
Yeah, absolutely. So Michigan Sugar's been around since 1906, gone through a number of different ownership structures, but in 2002, 900 growers banded together and bought the company. So the growers that grow the sugar beets in the thumb of Michigan own the company. And we extract the sugar out of it, put it in that beautiful red bag you have there, and sell it throughout the Midwest. But 900 growers bought the company, and it's been great to work for these family farms. And they really are. They're growing everything from dry beans, corn, soybeans, pickles, sweet corn and whatnot, and sugar beets is also part of that rotation, and it's really nice to work for such a good group of people.
It is. It's pretty amazing, and what a great Michigan business success story you guys have had since you've always had it, but since you turned into the cooperative,
it really has been. They've invested a lot of money back into the factories. We're right now expanding our Croswell factory, putting about $70 million into it to increase production.
Amazing. That's awesome.
So this is the real simple batter.
It's more like a batter. It's not like when I make my cobbler, I tend to make more like a biscuit topping on it.
Yeah. So this was really interesting. You get this batter, and let me pull this out of the oven. The butter.
Mark, I love when you use the pan you're going to bake in and melt the butter right in it. It's like a no-brainer, right?
Yeah. I was kind of surprised how much butter's in it, but it all kind of gets stacked on top of each other. So the butter's in there first. The batter goes in next.
Oh, you don't even mix the butter in?
No.
What?
You put the peaches on top.
Really? This is completely different.
Yeah, but wait till you see it. It turned out really well. So in that goes.
Right now you're pouring the batter on top of the melted butter in your 8x8 baking dish.
Right.
It's a pretty easy.
Yeah, super easy. 350 degree oven. So that's in there.
Good job. Way to scrape that bowl clean.
Off for the peaches that were cooked in, just sugar.
Lift it up a little higher. There it is. Okay. Oh yeah, they look good. Yeah. Beautiful.
So we're just gonna we'll do this trick. So we're just gonna dump it in there.
Ooh. So you're adding all the juice from the peaches as well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
No waste.
And then on top of that, just a half a teaspoon of sugar or cinnamon.
Nice. That'll give it a nice warm flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Mark, do you bake a lot?
So I do. If you were going to ask me, I would say grilling and smoking would be first. So love working out there, but baking would be next. And we make a gingerbread house every Christmas. We've been making it for 25 years. So, get into the little construction side of it and do that. My son and I love to make pasta, homemade pasta. Yeah, I love a new recipe. Yeah, I'm willing to try anything.
Where do you have some places that you really like to go to look for recipes, like online? Do you have some sites that you love to check out?
I just kind of Google in general. My wife has been using Joanna Gaines's cookbook recently and just made some great recipes. That's actually where this one comes from.
Oh, okay.
Is her cookbook. Super simple and all local ingredients.
I love it. All right, so is it ready to go in the oven now?
It is ready to go. So
that was like less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's like super easy.
And it's a 350-degree oven that you're going to pop this into.
350 oven for 35 minutes. And that's what.
It almost looks like a cake, doesn't it?
Yeah, the top, it's kind of interesting because the dough rises above the peaches, covers it up, makes that nice brown topping. And I can't wait to try to cut into it.
Yeah, I want to cut into it. I want to see what it looks like sideways, because that's so interesting. That's so different from how I make my cobbler, but it looks very intriguing. All right, and I would probably want ice cream with this. Is that correct?
Absolutely. So there's what it looks like.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, all the batter pops up and then the peaches kind of drop down to the bottom, don't they? All right, let's see. Here it is. The moment of truth always.
Really good.
Of course it is, Mark.
a scoop of ice cream or some whipped cream would really.
It would just cut that richness, right? Cut the richness.
Yeah. Now the cake kind of flips over the top.
That is really cool. I love it. Well, we're going to be sharing the recipe with all of our readers so you can give this one a try at home. Now, Mark, if people want to find out more about Michigan Sugar and Pioneer Sugar, maybe some of your storied history, you've been in a business for over 100 years, and some of the growers and farmers that you work with, where do they go for all that?
So www.michigansugar.com tells you about the company and the history and job opportunities and whatnot. For recipes, pioneersugar.com. Also, we have a very active Facebook page. If you go on Facebook, look up Michigan Sugar has a page, Pioneer Sugar has a page, and we're posting all the time recipes, what's going on with the company, how our processing season. We started about a month ago or 3 weeks ago. We'll be making sugar until the middle of March. We'll make over 1 billion pounds of sugar, which is what we do every year. And so that's underway, and you can learn more about that on any of those sites.
Wow, 1 billion pounds of sugar. That is a sweet story, my friend Mark. That's amazing. I love it. Well, if you guys want to check out the recipe for Mark's Peach Cobbler or get more information about the story, you want to head to mlive.com.